Welcome everybody to Homestead Miami Speedway for the final race of AIRL season number 4. Alpha is running a little bit behind as we watch everyone go through. Some practicing going on as of right now. You can see a bunch of drivers getting in their final little laps as we are delayed by about 15 minutes. So we'll go ahead and just watch them practice as we look around the racetrack. Currently one little group you can see here coming out of turn number 3, or sorry, turn number 4, heading in turn number 1. Oops. So right now, just for some updates, currently Ballin is no longer a driver in AIRL. He's just a member. He left the server after last race, came back. We all were like, what? What's he coming back for? But he presumably will not be allowed to race. That's loud. Something's in the works? I can't believe it. No, Rack getting a lot of development. That's exciting. Seeing a lot of progress for Rack. Be its own game, no longer using FPRU. And then there's something a little bit special that'll be coming up later this year. So that'll be really special, I feel like, if it happens. No promises. But Rack development's looking great as we get ready to finish up AIRL. Ooh, Krieger. And a new driver joining us tonight, TCT in the 98. A lot of promise from TCT in other leagues like LFR. Been competitive with Coma, and Coma MIA right now, of course, because he always is right before the race. As you can see, Krieger demonstrating that, yeah, this is practice. So again, a little bit of a delay as we get this all underway. Let me see if I can do something here. Can I just add an image to this? I think I have all this open as we continue to watch this practice go on. Oh! Oh, Alpha, if you're gonna delay it by 10 minutes, at least delay it by 10 minutes, so. We get our final 60 seconds worth of practice in. Oh, it's not quite long enough of a file. There we go. So there's the server getting cut out. We'll rejoin and see if we have to worry about any other delays. I swear to God, if Evento joins first. Or Jinty. I hope I join first. My internet's actually decent compared to everyone else's that also tried to join in first, especially Krieger and Evento and Jinty. So everyone that joined first. That's not how you spell Homestead Alpha. Just saying. So again, we're under a little bit of delay, but I believe this will be it for the delay. Alpha kills everybody. I'm gonna ask Yummy if he's a liar. So give me a moment. All right, looks like qualifying is about to get underway. We get everyone lined up. Yummy will be qualifying once again. Oh. So this will be his final start in AIRL. It looked like a fun pack race, he said. Oh, the time board's way the hell over here. We love Alpha. You know, a little bit of a history with Team Sports and AIRL. Or not AIRL, but Homestead. Oh, as that did not need to open. Lots of different POVs today. Excuse me. Coma, Pink, giving theirs, as well as Dark, also providing a live stream. So Yummy's first lap, a 31.796. Again, a lot of these guys have not had practice, so it's going to be interesting to see how everyone does throughout tonight. They had that little stint of practice. I know Coma has 0 practice, so we'll be doing another one of those runs where no practice, but we'll see how well he does. Yummy's second and final lap, this time by a 7.83 as, uh-oh, I'm gonna have to fly over there. Oh. I think my camera's very broken. I gotta rejoin. You'll still have the times, don't worry. Oh, I think Yummy's gonna do it. He's not. He's a bad guy. Alright, next up, Jinty. First lap for Jinty at 31.929. Thank you, Coma. Jinty's second lap, no, 31.929, no improvement. As TCT makes his first start in AIRL. Joining out the last race of the season. A lot of promise that we've seen from this guy. So very excited to see. Sitting in the Red Bull 98. That car. Okay. So TCT's first lap, high bead. 31.838. So far, Yummy on the fastest lap. In Homestead, Miami, always a great host to a race, and we've seen, at least in a couple of races here, some great pack racing. We saw a little bit in practice if you were watching the Altcast. Saw a lot of actually pretty decent pack racing. So exciting race nonetheless coming up at Homestead. So TCT second lap, 31.838, so I don't think improvement there. Up next, Dark, driving the 11 instead of Ballin, and it's going to be a FedEx car, interestingly enough. I like what it says on the back. That's kind of funny. We have to have some great audio for you as well once we get everything out of the way. So Dark first start, I believe, also in the Cup Series. First lap for Dark at 31.929, tied with Ginty. As Yummy looks to be about a 10 faster here. Most people, I'll be surprised. Dark, I believe, had a little bit of practice during the fun race and as well as in the truck race here. Second lap, an 8.38. Oh no, sorry, a 7.33. Dark to the top of the board. The Vento up next in an interesting car. Coca-Cola, and I don't even know what else the other sponsor is. The championship was decided a couple of weeks ago. Coma coming out victorious as the champion. Vento's first lap, 31.733, tied for pole, but placed in second. Gonna have to find a little bit more speed somewhere. Oh, and Avento lagging down the back straightaway. That'll be his lap. As Krieger will continue driving a quite familiar car. Guy's not. As we won't be able to get you a time, as everyone's going to be messing with the time board. So I don't know who's messing with the time board, but unfortunately we won't be able to get any times for Krieger on screen. Krieger's first lap of 31.679, fastest on the board. Provisional pole for Krieger as he comes around to finish the second lap. No improvement from the 23. Coma up next. And again, no practice for the 48. As there we go. It looks like we got the time board back. See all the times so far. Avento will be placed in third. Oops, that's not qualifying. Oh, and I just realized I got into a car, so it's going to have all that on the screen. So ignore the tires on the bottom. That is, and the gas on the left. That is not accurate. Coma 31.729. Going to be provisionally second place. 1 lap still to go. Oh, thank you, Pink. Come around turn 4 on the front straightaway. 717. Pink coming around in the 19. So he'll start his lap. This one being timed. Pink's first lap. 32.013. Quite off pace, about a 10th from the slowest from Ginty. Gonna have to look for a little bit more speed on this second lap, and definitely is going to need this second lap. As the time board gets messed with again. No improvement from Pink, so Pink will stay on the bottom of the board. Interesting slow lap from, oops, that's not qualifying, from Pink there. You don't usually see it, but there is your times on the board. Krieger will get pole. Look at that. Oops. The cars get all, camera gets moved around. So Krieger on pole, Coma in second place. Dark starting in third, Avento fourth, Yummy fifth, TCT sixth, seventh, Ginty, and rounding out the field will be Pink. Quite a big field on hand. So we'll be right back. Stay tuned. AIRL, the finale for Season 4, coming up next. Welcome everybody back to Homestead Miami Speedway for the final race of the AIRL Snow Cone Cup Series Season 4. I'm your host T-Man as everyone gets lined up on the back straightaway. Whoa, the camera losing a little bit of control. But a great field on hand for tonight. 8 drivers showing up for the last race of the season for what will probably be a long off season. And I'm your host T-Man as we go through the Miami 220, I believe. Let me double check that. Or sorry, Miami 200. So we will wait till everyone gets into their respective spots, into their cars as well. But what a season it's been. We started streaming at Long Beach. A chaotic race it was, and then we move on throughout the season. Rockingham 2, Charlotte, Las Vegas, some of the better races. So, a pretty good season overall. You can see everyone still just trying to get into their cars as we wait for everyone to get ready. There we go. Cars start rolling off. And we'll look at the starting lineup. On the front row, it's a KIT walk up from it's Vento's team. Krieger on the inside, Coma on the outside, row 2. Dark in the 11 instead of Ballin, and on the outside, Avento. Row 3 in 5th place, Yummy making his, for real this time, final start in AIRL. And on the outside, a new face to AIRL, TCT. And in the final row, Genty and Pink will round out the field. A big field on hand, and we're going to expect some pack racing tonight. Let's take a look at, as Alpha messes up in the pace car a little bit there. Take a look at our stats for tonight. 133 laps, 200 miles here in Miami, Florida. I wonder who else is racing in Miami right now. 50 to 60 laps on the pit window. We're not too sure on it, but we're going to guess it's that. And pit speed, same as always, 75 studs per second. And this is a tough pit road to get to. So we might see a lot of speeding penalties tonight. And if we can go on a green flag run, that might be detrimental to a few drivers. As the cars go down the back straightaway for the final time until we go racing. Coma a little bit slow on the outside. Not sure what's going on to that 48 Red Bull. Be a little bit confusing to have 2 Red Bull teams. One in a Toyota, one in a Chevy, but we'll get this one figured out and underway. Krieger will be the control car as we get stacked up for the final race of the season. The Miami 200 hosting the last race. To get to the restart zone, we're underway at Homestead. Coma with a great restart as they head out of 4. Krieger right behind. Avento right in tow for 3rd. It's the whole team. 1, 2, and 3 as we complete lap 1. Krieger looking on to the inside of Coma. He's going to stay right behind. Avento running up high. Dark running the low line. As Krieger gets to the side of Coma, those two will be side by side as they get across the line for lap number 2. Coma still getting the lap. Krieger taking the lead through 1 and 2. Avento right behind. Genty getting into the wall. Ooh, Yummy a little bit loose back there. as the whole team KIC starts to split away from the field. Coma's going to get relegated to third. Krieger with the switchback. Avento getting caught up top. Krieger continues to lead here at Homestead. Pink and Dark side by side. Yummy and TCT getting caught up together towards the back. As the front 5 or 6 go into a freight train down the back straightaway. So far, no one able to pull a major gap. Just 2 cars kind of drifting off the pace. Go back into turn number 1. Coma and Pink looking low. Krieger and Avento up high. Pink makes his way through the field. It breaks that trio of Toyotas. Can't quite get it done. He's going to look towards getting around Avento. But Avento defending the bottom. Krieger going around on the inside. Is going to be side by side with Coma through 3 and 4. Coma's going to get a little bit better of a run through the outside. Barely gets the lap. Only .017 of a difference between those 2 cars. Avento, Pink, and Coma almost 3 wide. Pink not able to get the bumper on that quarter panel of the 8. As Avento gets a pretty good run down the back straightaway. He'll be side by side with Krieger. As they head into turn 3, Pink just sitting right behind. Coma now looking to the inside as they go 3 wide for second place. Right behind Avento in the lead. As they go 3 wide across the line for second place. Pink and Krieger apparently tied for position that time. As it's the times are based behind the leader, not interval. Krieger's going to get the run on the inside. Pink will also make a pass as Coma's going to get pushed down the 4th. Dark looking to make a run on the inside and maybe push Coma back to 5th. So the front 5 and under a blanket as we go into turn 1. Krieger up high, Pink down low. Is going to get help from Coma in the 48. As Avento continues to lead the field. All the battling going on behind him, but no one able to really pull a gap here. At least so far. I mean, we're only 8 laps in. Krieger's going to be looking low this time. Avento up on the middle. Pink trying to get the nose and moves Krieger up the racetrack. 3 wide for the lead. Pink moving everybody out of the way on the inside. Not quite going to have the run. Krieger will clear for the lead. But Pink's going to make the dive into 3 and 4. Krieger going wide. Here comes the whole field as Pink takes the lead for the first time tonight. Coma, Avento, and Krieger 3 wide right behind. Oh, Avento pushing down Coma. And tags Krieger. They get loose, but they save it. Coma going to be on the bottom side by side with Pink. Pink getting help from Krieger on the outside, though. 11 getting into the 8 down the back straightaway. Right now, this race being dominated by the Toyotas. Only 1 Ford and all the Chevys heading, or in the, 2 Fords, and they're all at the back. Pink up front. Krieger running a way wide. They'll drop back in 5th. They'll have a big run going through the corner. I'll give that to Dark in the 11th. Excuse me. Dark tried to look low. Is going to look low through 3 and 4. Try to get to that quarter panel of the 19. Ooh, going to get into the wall out of 4. It's going to be with the teammates of the car. Krieger and Avento. Oh, Avento going real wide into 1. It's going to have a big run through 2, though. Get right up to the back bumper of that 11. And now we look to the outside. Krieger looking way low on the apron. Getting a little bit of a push from Pink. Vento pushing Krieger through turn 1. Coma down the block. Dark diving up high as Ginty starts to join the main pack. The first Chevy up here. As a car sliding through the inside hard into the wall, and that'll bring out our first caution. It's the new guy, TCT, lagging through as Coma will get the race back. We'll have to take a look at the replay on that one. Go down the back straightaway. We'll get everyone slowed down. Let's watch. Oh, you can see him just lose control of the car, up and in hard into the wall. And you can see the car already way out of control down the back straightaway. Just that's what happens when you lag. Don't have any control. Boom, hard hit into the wall. So we'll go back pacing. First caution on lap number 13. Pits will be open this time. We might see a couple drivers come down pit road. Last second decision by Krieger. He gets into the pit wall. Yummy making a last second dive as well. Whoa. Cars will stop out of turn or into turn 1. They all slide down the racetrack as we watch a couple drivers on pit road. Krieger having a late a bad entry into pit road. Those guys get out of pit road. TCT out, Avento out. Krieger almost leaving that pit box too early, but he'll be in front of TCT as these guys should have been pacing. We'll go back under pacing. Where's the juice going? Oh, there it is. So we'll choose next time. Announcement there by Alpha. Let's take a look at off of pit road. Avento being first off pit road. Pink, Coma, and Dark staying out. So almost 1, 2, 3, 4. Pink was not there. Krieger behind Avento. Then you have TCT, Yummy, and then Ginty rounding out the field. See them warming up the tires. Well, hey, that might be a thing next season. We'll have to see. So we'll choose this time on the back straightaway. It's going to be interesting to see if we have a preferred lane. Maybe the outside will be preferred. Maybe the inside will be preferred. We'll have to see throughout the race tonight. Chaotic racing, especially at Rockingham. If you did not see Rockingham last week, I highly recommend you watch it, as they'll choose this time. Coma to the outside. Pink, Dark, PCT, and Avento, Yummy to the inside. So looks like a couple of the leaders kind of indecisive about where they want to be. Interesting move by Como to go to the outside. We'll see if that works out for him. Pink, Dark, Yummy, and TCT on the inside. Como, Avento, Krieger, and Ginty on the outside. Even split. As the pace car heads in, we'll get to the restart zone. And we're back underway here at Homestead. Good start by TCT. He looks slow. Yummy down the block. 3 wide heading into turn number 1. TCT up to second. Oh, look at how many cars are on that apron as they go through turn 1. Pink leading up on the high side with Como, TCT, and Avento on the low side. Everyone else sticking up top. Avento looking to dive down low. 3 wide for the lead. Avento drifting up the racetrack. Pink's going to get into the wall. They squeeze up. Out of turn 4. They're 3 wide. Pink dropping back. TCT leads the lap. Yummy down low. He wants to take the lead. Avento to his outside. 3 wide right behind. Krieger not knowing what lane to go, and TCT backs off. Gets into the wall, into Krieger. Avento all alone up top. Coma's going to jump up there to help out his teammate. As Pink looks down on the bottom. 3 wide as all the cars squished together through 3 and 4. Yummy with the advantage out of turn 4. He's going to try to block Avento. Not enough room. He still gets to the lap. But Avento ready to pounce on the outside. Como looking down low. 3 wide for second as Como gets the run through 1 and 2. Going to stay 3 wide down the back straightaway. Pink's going to drop back behind Avento. Is Yummy down low to defend? Oh, contact between Avento and Pink. That's going to move Yummy up the racetrack, and so Avento will take the lead. Yummy is going to lay in second as all these cars under a blanket as we come across the line. Yummy trying to block down low as the 19 gets a verbal warning. Sure, that's going to be for that contact into 3 and 4. Yummy trying to block all the lanes he can, but Coma's going to put his nose down low. Ginty right behind, sitting in 4th. Side by side, Yummy's going to go dive down low to block Coma. He wants that inside lane. Ginty's going to look low coming into turn 1. Gets into the Coma a little bit as Yummy drifts up the racetrack. Here comes Ginty on the inside. He wants to take the lead. Side by side, Yummy's going to have the help on the outside. Ginty squishing Yummy into the wall. Here comes Krieger looking down low. He's 3 wide right behind the leaders. Ginty all the way down onto the apron. Here comes the switchback as they go 4 wide into 3 and 4. Coma getting loose. Everyone getting into each other as they go out of turn 4. Still bumping into each other. They somehow make it clean. Out of turn number 4. Yummy will take the lead. And they'll calm down a little bit behind. Krieger and Avento side by side. Battling for second. TCT, Coma. All in a single file line right behind. Just a little bit too extreme through 3 and 4 that time. I mean, they were going at it. As we take a look at the replay, 4 wide going into turn number 1. And Coma just getting squished. Ginty has to get out of line. Or sorry, into turn 3. And you can see how wide they got down the back straightaway. Or down the front straightaway, excuse me. But Yummy will continue to lead. Avento in second. Coma battling for third with Krieger on the inside. Ginty, TCT, and Pink not too far behind. Dark rounding out the field. As you can see how close some of these guys are when they're side by side. Avento right behind the 20. Going to be giving him a bump through turn 2. Raises him up the racetrack as Avento takes the whole the lane on the... Oh, didn't get the lane on the inside. Yummy down the block as he wants that inside. Avento's going to be looking for the switchback, but Krieger and Coma are approaching fast. Couldn't quite get it there. He's going to try to move Yummy up and out of the way again out of turn 4. Not quite clear as Yummy dives in front of Avento's nose once again. Oh, TCT and Pink, a little bit of an incident back there. Not sure what happened. Going single file in the front row. I think it might have been another lag. Another little lag spike from TCT. Oh no, just blocking the 19. Just a little bit too late on that block. Again, a rookie mistake. So it's okay to make rookie mistakes. This is the first start. But the battle for the lead definitely heating up as Krieger and Como have. They're here. They're knocking on the door. Does something happen to TCT again? Oh, TCT, another lag spike. He's going to be all the way towards the back. You can see here, it's just going to continue going forward. No car turning. Luckily for Pink, able to dodge that. But TCT will be significantly far back. You can see it there. 4 seconds of a gap. We're going to have to make sure that he doesn't have any more lag issues. But up front, a pack of 4 battling for the lead. Yummy, Krieger, Avento, and Coma. Genty not too far behind, just about 4/10 from Yummy. As he continues to lead, Krieger moving him up the racetrack, but he'll go down to the inside. He'll try taking the lead through 1 and 2. Coma pushing the 20 through the corner. Avento kind of stuck up top. Yummy still holds the lead down the back straightaway, but for how long? As Krieger's down on that inside. Looks like Krieger's going to take the lead out of turn 4. Clear him. Oh, but Yummy's not going to give it up that easily. He's looking down to the inside, not giving Krieger any room as he pushes him way up high. Here comes Genty, 3 wide for second place. Genty dropping back a little bit as Avento and Krieger are side by side. Yummy's still defending that lead as hard as he can. 3 wide for the lead as they all squish together into 3. Avento moving Yummy up out of turn 4. Avento will take the lead. Oh, it's going to be side by side though. Krieger moving down to the inside, giving his teammate a push. That pushes him up in front of Yummy as they go 3 wide out of the corner. A little bit too much of a push maybe as they squeeze together down the back straightaway. Luckily, nothing comes of it. But 3 wide into turn number 3. Yummy holding in that middle lane. Krieger trying to hold the bottom as best as he can. And Avento with the big run on the outside. He takes the lead out of turn 4. Doesn't quite clear Krieger. Yummy still looking down for the bottom. Gives Krieger a tap into turn 1. Como just watching all of this in his windshield. And Yummy will take the lead out of turn 2. Some fierce racing with these guys up front. Big move by Avento on the outside. It's going to be looking for that big run out of turn number 4. He got it a couple laps ago. Can he get it again? Oh, yes, he will. He's just barely in front of Krieger that time by. As Yummy making a big dive into turn 1 again. They go 3 wide through 1 and 2 for what seems like the millionth time. 3 wide, pretty even down the back straightaway into turn 1. Yummy's going to have the bottom, but Avento will have the run up top. Como putting in his nose for second place. Oh, Avento into the wall is going to give Krieger a big push down the front straightaway. Yummy down the block as Krieger tried to look low. He's going to look for the switchback as oh no, here comes Como. He's going to put his nose in under Yummy. Can't quite get it done through turn 1. Can he get it done out of turn 2? No. Yummy going back up high to block that high lane. Como not able to quite get to the 20's quarter panel. Tried to take advantage. Krieger was looking for the switchback, but went up too high as now Como and Genty push each other bumper to bumper on that 20 car. Big run from Avento. Gets into, bumper cars from Yummy. As they go 3 wide into turn 1 once again. This time Avento on the inside. Yummy in the middle. Krieger up high. As Avento able to clear Yummy for the lead. And Krieger sitting right behind. They all go single file in the front 5. Yummy not trying to give it up all the way onto the apron, pushing Avento up the racetrack. They're using their bumpers tonight. To go side by side out of turn 4. Avento's gonna have the run on the outside. Here comes Coma with a look to the inside from Yummy. So they battle for second place. Oh, a track bump from the 20 as they go into turn 1. A future reference to beat. I don't know how you're gonna get highlights for this, because this is some extreme racing as they keep beating and banging down the back straightaway. We saw it at Rockingham. Yummy does not care. He will use every bit of his car, every bit of those bumpers to get you out of the way. So he'll line up in second. Genty and Como right behind. Oh, sorry. Como side by side had the run on the outside. It's so unexpected to see a driver get that run. As they go 3 wide for second place. Genty making a move on the inside. He's going to get a bump from Krieger. Can he go and clear? Yes, he will. Yummy getting cleared by Genty for second place. As Avento starts to pull a little bit of a gap on the field. Oh, Genty wide through turn 3. So Coma and Yummy will take advantage of the situation. Yummy clearing for second. Coma trying to get rid of that momentum for third. As I think we're going to start seeing more drivers tend to choose that outside lane. And they just get such a big run out of the corner. Battle kind of heating up towards the rear of the pack. TCT Pink and Dark kind of all three a little off pace. TCT catching up to these guys and now passing. Genty makes it 3 wide for third, shoving Krieger up the racetrack as Yummy hunts down that 8 car. Front 5 getting a little bit more spread out. Krieger looking down to the inside for third. Gonna move Genty up the racetrack. Coma looking to take advantage. Ooh, hard into the wall. Goes TCT, drops back a little bit. Things start to calm down a little bit here on lap 39. Coma all the way on that apron. Loses a little bit of speed. Gotta be careful. Yummy looking to make the pass for the lead. He's side by side with Avento. Out of turn 2 is gonna have to drop back behind down the back straightaway. Shows you again how much room, of a run you get on the outside. Both of these guys going down low. Avento drifting up a little bit more, trying to get that run out of turn 4. As he holds on to the lead, but Yummy right behind, not giving it up. Time Yummy trying a little bit higher of a line. Correcting it mid-corner, he's going to be way up high. On the exit of the corner, he's going to have a big run. Oh, and there goes Genty around! Genty hard into the wall, and the caution will come out. Yummy not going to be able to catch up to Avento. Avento will get the race back. Yummy hard into the wall. We'll take a look at that replay. You can see a couple of cars pretty hard into that wall on the exit of the corner. Again, we'll take a look, slow it down. So you're going to see Krieger is going to get into the wall. He gets a little bit of a wall pop, and then Genty gets a major wall pop. The car shoots down to the inside and hard into the inside wall. And that will bring out caution number 2 of the race. Pit road is open this time. Lap 42, I expect to see quite a few cars come down pit lane. Looks like everybody will come down pit lane this time. Oh, pretty big battle back there. With everyone kind of squished together on the entry of pit road. gets into their pit stall. Gonna be a chaotic exit to pit road. We'll keep a good eye on that right side. Is everyone looking to get full pit stops here? Yeah, full pit stops for everybody on the field. So the green lights go for everybody. And it's going to be a chaotic pit road exit. I'm not sure who got it between TCT and Coma. Coma will put himself behind just in case. So caution number 2 of the day, lap 140, lap 42 of 133. Out of pit road, Avento, Yummy, Krieger, TCT, Coma, Dark, Pink, and then rounding out the field will be Ginty. So we'll choose on the back straightaway. Oh my god, Junior. I'm gonna mute you, man. You gotta stop saying stuff like that. Not in my chat. Oh my god, that's awful. I cannot believe you actually said that. Alright, I'll choose down the back straightaway. Oh my god. I think we'll see a little bit of a dominant highline here. About even. Guess he'll choose the inside. So it'll be 4 and 4. On the inside, Avento, Yummy, Dark, and Ginty on the outside. Krieger. Oh my goodness. Yeah, on the outside, Avento, Krieger, TCT. Krieger, TCT, Coma, and Pink will be on the outside. Pace car heads in, and we'll restart on lap 45. We're back underway here at Homestead, Miami. Good restart from the inside. Dark looking under the 20 cart. Yummy not leaving a lot of room. And, Dark moving out of getting moved everywhere. He's gonna have to drop back. TCT will take third. He's gonna move up the racetrack. Coma will take advantage, and he'll take third as Yummy right behind the 8 car, right on that back bumper. It's gonna be quite chaotic, so why not take a little bit of a crank it up? Why not? front of the field. Can he save it? He can't. He does save it. We stay green as Coma nearly spins. Oh my goodness, what a view from Pink's hood. As the 48 goes around, he's significantly farther back. That really did affect Pink as well, as they're too wide for second place. Avento with quite a bit of a lead. TCT taking up second place. Yummy right behind for third. Duty in fourth. Oh, wow. Just watching along, man, that was crazy. Watch the 48 car on that right side of the screen, gets caught up with Yummy on the outside, goes around, and you see it on the left. He just spins around, but he saves it coming across the line. What a save by the 48 as things calm down, as everyone gets spread out across the field. Vento leading quite a ways up front, about 0.6 of a second. DCT, Yummy, Ginty, the third little group. This guy's really struggling in the back. Oops. Sorry about that. Oh, things will calm down. Lap 51, we already had that pit stop on around lap 30-something, so these guys should be able to make it another 40 to 50 laps, I predict. I mean, it might be a little bit shorter, 30 to 40 laps, as Krieger really struggling with that wall. Same with Coma in the back. So everyone gets single file and calming down. Pink down to the inside, looking to get around the 23. Ooh, bounces off of him out of turn 4. So Pink looking to get around the 23. Can he clear him? Oh, man. Krieger really struggling with that wall, especially on the exit of the corners. So Pink will go up to fifth place. Sorry. And there's a warning for the 27. Ginty and Pink with a verbal warning. Not sure what happened with Ginty. I didn't see anything really happen. Ginty has just kind of been hanging out behind Yummy. Maybe made some big contact with Yummy. TCT pulls a little bit of gap on those two. And Yummy loving that bottom lane as we start to see cars drift up high and dive down low. And that's the preferred lane. Oh, yeah, man, hard in the wall for a couple of these drivers. That might have been why they got warnings. It's just from those hard hits to the outside wall. See, this time Yummy. Oh, Ginty getting that quarter panel as Yummy went high, Ginty went low. See, all over the back bumper of the 20 car that time. A little bit of smoke in the back. I think that's from that rear group getting into the wall. Gonna be right up against that wall, but you can see that these guys in the back. Watch Dark and Krieger. These guys have kind of been struggling out of the corner, especially Krieger. That time he saw Ginty get into the wall. Oh. Ginty way up high that time in the corner, but right here, I think this is where all the smoke's coming from. Those little hits right there, you can see Dark with the same little contact. We'll see how long that works out for. We had a wall pop not that long ago. Because of that. As Krieger does not look to have control of that car, and I think we're about to have another caution. Oh, he regains control going into turn number 1. Into the wall up high. Once you see a car not turn through the straightaway and start diving down low into the apron, you know they're not in control. It's Yummy now looking to the inside of the 98. Pass for second place. A little bit of contact there through 4. Yummy not able to clear. Has a little bit of an advantage. TCT been running that high line. Yummy way down low to try to get the dive on him. Gonna have to be able to block that run though once TCT, oh, into the wall for TCT. So Yummy will now hold on to second place, TCT third, Ginty in fourth. As TCT looks down low, he's gonna try to get that spot back. Not able to get enough of a run through the corner, dives right in front of Ginty, has to get back under. Whew. Had enough room, but probably wasn't the smartest idea to try to block that run from the 27. Those are teammate cars, 98 kind of being a filler seat for whoever wants to come in. Port drove that car earlier this season. I think Q started the car this season in that. So kind of just whoever wants to go in it car for Ingenuity Motorsports. This group of 3 condenses big time into turn 1. Ginty into the wall pretty hard there towards the tail end of the field, or tail end of the pack. CT looking up high. Ginty with a big dive down low. No contact. Excuse me. Oh man, they dive out of these corners, man. TCT looking low, trying to get to that quarter panel. Gets to the quarter panel, ends up just getting Yummy into the wall. Oh man, everyone wall tapping out of these corners. It will not be that long until we see a car wall pop. I give him maybe another 5 laps until we see someone wall pop and get a caution. I won't guarantee it though. So we go through lap 63, a little bit of a recap. Let's go through it. Avento up front, about a 1.1 second gap on this pack of 3 right behind. Was able kind of to escape as when Coma went around and saved it. Yummy TCT kind of being up here for the first time this second run. Ginty kind of been hanging towards mid-pack to rears, been making a couple of dives here, trying to gain some positions. But, oh, TCT hard in the wall. Pankin been kind of staying mid-pack here, able to get around Krieger, but so far not making too many gains on that group of 3. Krieger right behind's been dropping back since the start of this run. Dark had an unfortunate restart on that second caution, so he's been hanging behind Krieger. Hasn't been able to make the pass, and then Coma sitting in the back after spinning and saving it on the front straightaway. TCT looking low under the 20, it's not gonna be able to get that run. Almost might be more worth it to try to get Yummy to dive low and then stick it up high. That's what Ginty's going to do. Not able to get that run. Vento increases the gap by about another 10th. And you gotta remember the scoreboard doesn't really like Yummy. It doesn't really like Avento. As Krieger up into the wall riding. Not sure what was going on with him there through 1 and 2. Just wall rode the whole corner. I think it was another lag spike. He hasn't been told to give up any time as he kind of moves Pink out of the way and into the wall. So an interesting no call by Alpha there. Krieger's going to try to get the spot as they battle back up front. TCT getting through that quarter panel of the 20. Going to look down low, but I think Yummy's going to get that momentum, and TCT's going to follow right back in front, or behind, sorry. And looking low, Yummy way up high. Will TCT be able to block that run? He's been making a lot of diving moves as Yummy gets into the wall, dives down low, loses a ton of time and speed. TCT will hold on to second place. As this is now a perfect time for Ginty to make a move as they start battling right behind. Krieger and Pink gonna continue the battle. Ginty staying up high. TCT will be leading this group of 3 in second place. Pink still working on the inside. Be able to get in front of Krieger through 1 and 2. Kind of using a little bit of that wall. Krieger looking low down the back straightaway. Not enough of a run. Krieger down low once again. Side by side, Krieger just tying on time once again. That's the second time I've seen the scoreboard tie someone on the lead on terms of position. Pink gonna be looking more towards the outside, looking for that exit run. You can defend it. You can defend it well. Pink's just gonna end up pushing Krieger. Tried to look low and then dart up high, but not able to make it work. Pink looking for the switchback of 1 and 2. Might not have enough of a run. Get up to the back bumper of the 23. Kind of get close to it, but look to see is Yummy. Got passed by Ginty, and he's going to go try to get that spot back. Ooh, a little bit of context. They drive way up high through turn 4. More contact as Yummy will take third place right back away from Ginty. Start to get pretty long on this run. Tires looking not too bad for a lot of the drivers. About 60% is what I'm seeing the average is on the front rights. Why do I have an activate Windows thing on my bottom right? That's weird. Did it unactivate my computer when I updated it? That's strange. Please do give me a moment. Try to troubleshoot this. Genzy's gonna make a move down to the inside. I'll be right back. I gotta go grab something. I apologize. caution is out, lap 79 of 113. I just got back from activating Windows, so I apologize for that. Ginty around. Not entirely sure what happened to the 27. I think I know what it was. As Avento gets the race back once again. We'll take a look at the replay. And again, I apologize. I was wanting to make sure we didn't have that watermark on the stream the entire time. So let's take a look at what happened. Watch the 27 coming out of turn number 2 is going to get up towards that wall. And what did I say was going to happen? The wall pop from the 27. They're going to... So Ginty goes around. You can see, ooh, track bump by Pink. So, third caution of the night. This one coming up from another wall pop from a similar car as well. So pit road will be open this time. Curious to see how many cars will come down. Ow! Come down pit lane. I apologize, I hit my mic pretty hard. Looks like everybody coming down pit lane this time. Oh, Dark will make a last-second decision to stay, come in. He'll come down pit road. It's going to be a busy pit road as Ginty, ooh, okay. Interesting line. Everyone gets into their pit box. Rear a little bit too far. Backs it up. Oops. As Alpha goes around, make sure he gets everything all sorted out. TCT looking to go. Might have been a little bit out of that box as it's going to be a busy pit road. TCT gets a big run. They'll be out second. Krieger out third. Yummy fourth. Pink fifth. Coma, Dark, and then Ginty going to round out the field towards the back. So Avento, good strategy on pit road so far. Has been pretty quick on and off of pit road. So no penalty for Ginty on this one. Alpha's not been really calling it that well, I'd say, on the wall pops or the wall taps. So they'll choose this time. See, Avento to the inside, but everyone kind of looking to the outside. 4, 5 cars choose the outside, only 3 on the inside. So on the inside, it'll be Avento, Yummy, and Ginty. On the outside, it'll be, oh, Dark switches. I didn't know you could do that. So Dark will switch down to the inside. It'll be the last on the inside. So it'll be a perfect 4-4. On the outside, it'll be TCT, Krieger, Pink, and Coma. I didn't know you could swap your... Oh, I didn't know you could swap your lanes. So Avento and TCT on the front row. We're back underway at Homestead. Good start from the outside, but the inside's going to have the advantage as they all slam into each other into turn 1. Avento's going to get driven up high. TCT will take the lead. Yummy will drop back in 6th. Not the most chaotic restart we've ever seen. Avento making a dive on the inside, trying to get to that quarter panel for a rotation. TCT all the way up high. Come back down, barely able to block the 8 cars. Coma 3 wide, caught in the middle. Oh, and Avento up the racetrack, gets in the Coma. Here comes Pink on the inside. 3 wide right behind with Yummy on the inside. Krieger in the middle. Coma all the way up top into the wall. TCT still leading the field as we go down the back straightaway. Into turn 3, everyone grouped back together. Pretty tame. Oops. Sorry about that. Everyone within 5/10 of each other as Avento and Pink dive down low. Avento trying to get to that bumper, and he does. Moving Pink up the racetrack as, oh, Yummy gonna get pinched on the outside of the bumper cars between Krieger and, yeah, there he goes around. Is this gonna be a caution? Yes, caution. Yummy not able to save it. TCT will get the race back, and this little restart stint will end pretty early. So this one we're gonna take a look. Let's take a quick look at this one. Looks like Yummy's just gonna keep drifting up the racetrack. Not enough room up there. We'll slow it down a little bit more. Coming out of turn number 2. Krieger's already there, and so he's gonna get pinched up on the outside. He's gonna bumper car off of Coma. See Dark making a dart to get out of the way, and then gonna get caught up on Krieger. That will bring out our fourth caution, not our first of the night. Will be put under a red flag for this one. So under a red flag here at Homestead. Let's maybe listen in to all the chaos that was ensuing through that corner.
No! God.
Me? I didn't fucking touch.
Go back a little bit more. Into the corner.
If I could win.
Not clear. Not fucking clear. Fucking retarded.
We apologize for the language.
No! God.
Me? I didn't fucking touch you.
Bullshit.
You were already well into Millwall, bro.
Bullshit.
You were well into the wall. You were making that shit for nothing. Don't you dare put that on
No,
me.
that's bullshit.
You are out of your fucking mind if you think that's on me.
What is going on?
Bro, stop.
So you can see how chaotic it is in that voice chat. You can see that Yummy not quite agreeing on. Oh, sorry about that. Not quite agreeing on Coma's theory. So red flag, lap 86 of 133. I think a couple of drivers need to a little bit of a break, bathroom break. So we'll be probably under red for a couple of more minutes. So far, quite a chaotic and fun race. 4 cautions, not too bad. Not sure why Yummy blamed that one on Coma, but let's see, can I drag people? No, this is so sad. I was gonna drag someone out of there, bring him up. All right, let's get Avento up here. Let's hear from Avento. Let's see, how do I get him up here? Invite to speak. Here we go. As we are under a red. Avento, you're right up front, or you're right now. Yeah, you're up front. How are you feeling about the race so far?
The race has been very chaotic from the start. Basically, people are having crash outs, especially Krieger. Other than that, the race is actually fun. Like no major of the drivers driving in a good way, aside from one or two, but that doesn't really matter. Uh, feel confident about the rest of the race. The caution that GT got into the wall proved me over my strategy, but that happens, and I hope we can get a better result.
Alright, Vento. Well, looks like we're going back underway. We'll get Yummy up here. We look into
Hello.
Hello, Yummy. You've been kind of in the middle of the pack up front. How's the
Yeah.
race going for you so far?
No, pretty good. Small incident with Coma and Krieger there, but
Yeah, so we heard on the radio, we'll say, that, oh wow, no one coming in the pits this time. Wow, no one pitting. But we heard on the radio that you were kind of blaming Coma on that one. You want to elaborate a little bit more on that?
it's happened multiple times so far today where I've cooked it a bit too much on the corner exit. And typically, what you can do is you can back out of it pretty late. I've learned, and to avoid incidents. I mean, I was going to lose some time, but I went to go back out of it, and Coma gave me just enough tap to send me back up. And apparently, I'm imagining tap. So, but who knows?
Right, well, Yummy, we got a little bit, still got quite a bit of race left, so we'll see you up front hopefully soon.
Let's hope.
And then I saw Krieger wanted to come up here, so we'll let him up here real quick. Come on, Krieger. You can? All right, Krieger. So you're currently sitting towards the back. What was your I'll take on that caution?
I was in the wall a little bit. I should have backed out more. I'm not really blaming it on Yummy at all because it's understandable the way the line is. But I will say, I know I shouldn't, but whatever you do not go back and look for like hearing us talk. You're gonna hear a really big crash out on me and Jinty. I just don't want you to have to hear that.
All right, so I will take note of that as we're back underway. So anything else, Krieger? Totally.
Hopefully I can get back up to the front. I've been having a really good race.
All right, thank you, Krieger. Back underway, 46 laps to go. Rounding out the laps in this race. TCT, Avento, Jinty, and Pink, your front four. Side by side, Krieger and Coma. Yummy putting his nose in back there as well. A pretty calm and collective restart as Pink goes to the inside of Jinty. Oh, whoa, big block by CCT. Avento diving to the apron on the front straightaway. So you go 3 wide right behind third place. Jinty all the way up on the wall. Trying to save it, TCT all the way down low. Trying to block that bottom lane. Pink and Avento trying to go through the middle. Can they make that one work? Oh boy, they all get caught up on the outside. Coma and Pink shoot through the inside. And oh, Pink around, almost over. And around he goes. Caution will come right back out. I'm not sure if that was the race back. I do not believe it was. It looks like we are racing back now. Coma leads the field. Yummy looking down low for third place. But Coma will get the race back. It's going to be a side-by-side battle between Avento and... Avento got it. Between Avento and Yummy. Whoa! The slam. Oh my goodness. Death. There's death after the line. So Pink almost up and over on that one. As we take a look, so Pink's gonna be up in the middle. You know, squeeze together here through 3. And he's just gonna get caught up. And you see Avento almost making it 4 wide, gets maybe a wheel hop on TCT, and you can see the rear end go up and over, and just in front of Avento, he goes around and then hits the inside wall pretty hard. So 27 will get a penalty on that one. Oops, sorry about that. Held shift down for too long. We are under caution for the 5th time tonight. Wow, that car getting right up in the air. We start pacing. Let's watch on board from Pink's POV.
See the race already? We're fucking victorious. Oh. People.
We apologize for Avento's language.
Roll card ones.
I'm getting sent, by the way.
I'm getting pushed.
Oh.
I'm getting fucking pushed, man.
Caution. Wait.
Looks like everybody's gonna choose last second to come down pit lane. I don't think that was a conscious decision by everybody there. So everyone in again. TCT, that's a little bit out of that box there. You can see it on the right and on the left there. A little bit out of there, but I think that's actually pretty. I think that's fine as long as it's. Oh, that might not be fine. That's that's a pretty early exit. As Yummy squeezes TCT up and into the wall, trying to hit the spot. And if I were Yummy, I'd be protesting that. That might be an early release from the 98. Radiant, our pace car driver. It's always good to have a pace car driver. And Radiant, very good at the job. No, we were looking back not too long ago. A lot of the MRL guys. We were watching back some of the videos, and we remember all the different pace car drivers we had to shuffle through. Radiant being the most consistent of them all. Daytona 200 champion in that car for MRL Season 4. Multi-time winner in that series. I'm not alluding to anything. So we'll restart with 40 laps to go. They'll choose this time. They'll choose. A lot of favoritism towards that outside lane from the front runners, but looks like everyone going to come back down to the inside towards the rear of the field. So TCT up front on the outside is Krieger. Yummy in third. On the outside of him is Avento. Then Dark and Coma, Genty, and Pink. So again, an even 4-4 split as, oh no, a lag spike from the 98, and that'll probably be, we're probably gonna have to wait another lap, yep. And it looks like more, a big lag spike from the 98, and say park it out of turn 4. Did it again. So TCT will get caught back up. We'll restart with 39 laps to go. I start to lose my voice a little bit. It's been an exciting race. It's the last race of the season. TCT will drop to the back. That'll put Yummy on the front row with Krieger right behind Dark and Avento. 40 laps to go. If you know the fuel strategy for this race, that's going to be a little bit interesting. See, it's about 50 to 60 laps, but if you push hard, you might need to come back in. So if this race only goes 40 laps, I think everyone will be fine. But if it goes any longer, we might see some guys having to come down pit road. As we get to the restart zone, we're back underway here at Homestead. Yummy getting pushed down by Krieger. I wouldn't. That's not going to be a good move as Yummy's going to go drifting up the racetrack. They're all going to squeeze together. Dark making a move on the inside. Whoa, Yummy doing a flip. Almost doing a flip down the front straightaway. Big wheelie from the 20. What in the world? 4 wide through the turn. Oh, they're 4x4 through turn 4. Oh my God. A chaotic restart, none the less through this one. Oh, the board's breaking. Dark will take the lead. Everyone else getting scrunched up right behind. Everyone into the wall. They spread out 4 wide again down the back straightaway. They settle it out. Como, a little bit of a bump there. Krieger making a move on the inside, moving that Toyota number 8 out of the way. Those are teammates, by the way. Krieger getting the lap. Avento not far behind on the outside. They're 4 wide again in the back. Avento, uh-oh, can't do that. There he goes. Caution. And that one is going to be caution number 6. Avento. Self-serving penalty for the 8. It'll be pretty much a grid drop for Avento. So we'll be most definitely good on fuel if anyone comes down pit road this time. Oh, Krieger, a little bit too fast there, buddy. Same with everybody going a little bit too fast. So let's take a look. So Avento just kind of coming down. So this is in the entry of 1. Avento up high is going to be coming down. Gets into dark through the middle of 1 and just keeps coming down. So not sure what was going on with Avento there. Pit road is open this time. I'll be surprised to really see anyone. It'll be Krieger. So 1 car down pit lane, it'll be the 23, I believe, right? Yeah. As you heard from Dark, when we listened in, oh, Alpha stopping Krieger. What was Alpha do? Oh, I see. Yeah, Krieger went early. Not like it matters. Only one in pit road, but best practice to not go early. Alpha risking his life out there. I could only imagine a car going early, but some system like this and an official just getting in front of the car and getting hit. I feel like that's happened before. It's sad to have happened. I mean, we've heard of guys hitting their pit crew, but you never want to see. You never want to see pit crew get hurt, or officials, really. But, you know, it's sad to have happened. Okay in Roblox. Reminds me back MRL D2 where I think it was someone, I don't remember who. I don't want to get it wrong. But someone ran over Q, I believe. And it was a tragedy. It was D2 MRL, some race. I don't even remember what race, but it was that was a moment and a half. If Nanners is listening, we miss you. We want you. I want you back in the booth, man. You're funny. So they'll choose this time. Pink choosing the outside, same with Yummy Dark and Avento. Everyone else on the inside. So Ginty will start on the front row on the outside, Pink right behind TCT and Yummy Kui. That didn't rhyme. All right, we'll restart with 33 laps to go. How many more cautions are we gonna get? As we get to the restart zone, pace car is in. We're back underway at Homestead, Miami. Mento with a good restart. He's gonna drive it along the outside, gets in front of Dark. Pink all alone on the inside. Oh, Ginty up the racetrack. TCT Pink 3 wide. And they stay 3 wide down the back straightaway for the lead. Pink with a little bit of a dive through the middle. Coma gonna push the other Red Bull on the inside, kind of moving him up the racetrack. Pink into the wall, TCT down the block. Pink will have the lead. But for how long? Because TCT's gonna make a dive into turn 1. But Coma making it 3 wide all the way down low on the inside. Toyota, Chevy, Ford. Ford's gonna get caught up on the high side. Chevy with the advantage. Coma's gonna make another dive, but back on the inside. Next time, Pink going through the middle. Yummy's looking from behind. This time, Coma's gonna look to clear for the lead. Yes, he will. Gonna get that run from TCT. He chose that outside lane. This time, finally, Coma's gonna be up front. We haven't seen him up front all day. And so now he'll have a chance to lead. We'll see how long he can hold it for. As I expect they're gonna be battling pretty hard behind. Yummy and Pink looking down to the inside. TCT and Ginty up on the high side. Avento really giving a big push on that low side, getting Ginty out of the way. TCT, oh, is gonna go through to look down low. Pink pushes him into the apron. It's gonna drift up the racetrack. 3 wide, Avento going through on the bottom, gets into Yummy. And so Avento will go up to third, but you gotta be careful with that 20 car. I don't know if the Yummy like that move too much. TCT, big dive, big shove, moving the 8 and the 20 out of the way on the inside. They're gonna get the run on the outside though. And whoa, Ginty diving down low to get around Dark. Pink and Goma trying to leave the field behind. Avento leads the big group of about 6. TCT looking low, getting a push from the 20. They go into turn 3. Oh, big bumper lock. Krieger, 3 wide on the bottom, moving up the racetrack. Yummy getting sandwiched in the middle. TCT getting a run on the outside. He's able to clear those 2. As Coma's starting to pull away. Oh, TCT way up high. Oh, tags the 20 and oh, hard into the wall. As whoa, Ginty and Dark way down low on the back straightaway. As they start to they're another bump there. They're starting to battle pretty hard. Yummy looking down low on Krieger as Avento way up high, almost riding that wall. As we go single file most part, with just under 30 laps to go, heading up to 26 laps to go. Almost got about a second lead on Pink. And if you're anyone in this field, that's not good. Coma trying to beat the all-time AIRL. I think it's the AIRL record. Someone is gonna have to correct me if I'm wrong. Of most wins in a row. Coma beat his own record at Rockingham as, whoa, Krieger and Ginty. We heard that they were not too happy with each other before. At least from Krieger saying, hey, don't listen to what I was saying earlier about Ginty. They kind of hit together through 3 and 4 that time. 25 laps to go. Pink a little bit, closing the gap a little bit there as Yummy and Evento go side by side. Yummy, Evento using that wall. Yummy just watching them. Krieger on the apron, gives a big bump to the back of the 20 through turn 4. As Coma has opened that gap to a second from Pink. And then that's about another 6 tenths behind to Evento for 3rd place. I'm gonna have to remember how many in a row that Coma's gonna go if he wins this thing. I know he wanted to do it. By the way, if you want more awesome racing like this, you can watch the Rockingham. The VOD is up. That one, you can watch the full race there, or thank you to Bede. We have highlights. Go watch the highlights. It's the first highlight video since MRL Season 2. So, thank you, Bede, for compiling those clips. So we'll have another one for tonight. It just might take a little bit to get them compiled and edited and all that fun stuff, so. Oh. All right, so I will apologize for the audio cutting out. A little bit of a technical difficulty. So Coma right now 5 wins in a row. He's looking for his 6th. I don't know if that ties Nanner's record or if it beats it. I'll go and ask. As we see, it's starting to heat up a little bit in the back. Dark, Ginty, and TCT starting the battle. This is going to be for about, I believe, 7th place. Maybe 6th. All right, so 6 in a row will tie Nanner's record. 20 laps to go. Pink about a second on back. Evento 2 seconds from the leader. But I can't tell you how many times we've had a caution show up here at the end of a race that has completely thrown off all the strategies. Overtimes are possible. As, whoa, TCT, a big and aggressive block on Dark that time. Yummy up and into the wall. As he starts to drop back, Krieger going to be battling here as, whoa, Yummy. I guess he says, if everyone else can use the wall, I can use it. As Evento and Krieger battle for 3rd place. Oh, what? Why are you on here? Casual don't race no more. Oh, Krieger putting the bumper to the 8 car. Almost a Nanners. Gonna lift Evento up the racetrack. As they're side by side for 3rd place. Krieger getting it that time. Again, those are teammates. Krieger looking back down low. Evento able to get the spot back. Why is that coming up? Oh, that's why. Oops, sorry about that. 17 laps to go. Krieger leading the main pack is now Evento dropping back to Yummy. So the battle for 3rd It's going to be probably heating up, but first and second are about done for. Yummy down to the inside of Avento. They're going to be side by side. Avento with the advantage going through the front stretch into turn 1. Yummy going to be diving down again. Oh, Yummy with the wall pop. 15 laps to go. Coma, 2 seconds on Pink. Pink, about a second on the field. As Krieger tries to pull away from Yummy and Avento as they battle for 4th place. Genty, TCT, and Dark right behind. Avento up wide this time. Yummy trying to get up to block Avento, looking for the switchback as he goes down back low. Well, Yummy get that big run out of the corner, though. Side by side, Avento getting it that time. Avento coming back in front of Yummy. Yummy looking for the low side once again. Not able to get it. They're single file down the back straightaway as Coma has left the field in the dust. 2 seconds of a gap last time by, or 1.9 if you want to be a jerk about it. 2 seconds that time, and wow. Coma getting a lot that time. Three wide for 4th place. Avento into the wall. Yummy in the middle. Genty all the way down low. I don't know if that's going to quite work out for the 27. See, oh, whoa, an interesting move. TCT getting caught up there. As Avento kind of getting held up on the outside. He's into the wall. Yummy going to try to block TCT, but not enough time. Oh, Avento, maybe a little bit of feedback as Genty slams him up into the wall. We're starting to get heated here within the last 12 laps. Oh, Yummy and TCT that time getting together out of turn number 2. TCT diving it down low. As this rear pack is really starting to heat up. I don't know, maybe we will make it all the way. Oh, no! Yummy around! Oh, we couldn't make it to the end. And he's just gonna spin across the front straightaway. Coma will get the race back. They were going a little bit too chaotic, so Coma across the line, he will get the race back. And we'll have one last caution now. The strategy is, these guys are on pretty worn tires. Do you come down pit lane this time? Or do you hold out for the last 10 laps? So it's going to be a big strategy part. I think everyone's going to come in this time just to get some tires. Dark will get moved to the back as we take a look at the replay. So watch the 11 and the 20. Yummy giving a little bit of a bump. Oh, it's just Dark's going to be... Oh, Dark not giving the room. Again, just Dark not giving enough room. Just shoves Yummy up into Genty. Or sorry, into Avento down the back... front straightaway, excuse me. And that'll bring out our, I believe, 6th caution of the night. Don't count me on it. Let's go ahead and ride along with the 11. Oh.
Oh, okay. Synchronized lag. That's gonna be new technology.
I'm not with them though, so I'm not gonna like cause caution. Definitely.
I knew it was going to happen eventually, boys. I knew it was going to happen.
Oh my God, Krieger.
Spin it.
All right, so under red once again. With 10 laps to go, driver's AFK. Maybe we can get a couple of drivers up here while we're under a break. All right, let's get Krieger up here. Krieger, you're currently sitting up in the first spot. What did you see there in that caution?
I didn't see much. I was more focused on trying to like run down Pink a little bit, but all I saw was them all packed up in death at one point. So I'm not fully for sure what happened back there.
All right, well, in terms of strategy, there's 10 laps to go. Do you come down pit lane, get some fresh tires, and risk going to the back, or do you stay out on old tires for the last 10 laps?
Since I did that little early strat, preferably what I'm gonna just risk in the back because I feel like might have a little bit more speed.
All right, Krieger. We'll let you back down. I want to hear from Yummy. He was involved in that one. What was your take on that caution, Yummy?
Yeah, just on a very unfortunate, especially for Dark getting that penalty. I'm not too sure he fully deserved the penalty. But what the fuck? My car is being...
Oh!
Here we go.
What in the world?
We fixed. Anyways,
All right.
as my car mounts genties. Yeah, we were just low tire wear out of the corners is getting a little bit sketchy, especially through wide. But very, very unfortunate for Dark. I really feel it was more of a racing incident. So, yeah. But I'm still in shock with what just happened.
All right. Yeah, Yummy. 9 laps to go. Do you think we're gonna see more cautions?
Well, 50-50. 50-50 if we see another caution. I'm just looking to get through the field quickly. Fresh tires. I'm sure everybody's got fresh tires now. So we'll see. It's going to be 100% from here on out. So.
All right. Well, thank you, Yummy. Krieger out of pit stops. No more for him. We'll choose next time by on the back straightaway. Strategy for... I'm surprised Coma didn't want to come up here. His strategy, just sticking it out the last 10 laps, it's not going to quite work no more. So 9 laps to go. Coma's up front. We know the age-old thing. Coma sucks with traffic. But he's going to be up front. We'll see if he chooses the outside. Or if he chooses the inside. We'll have to see. This is going to be a big restart. At least for him, as long as we stay green the last 8 laps. Or sorry, 7. We'll go green with 7. As we'll choose down the back straightaway out of turn 2. Oma to the inside, Pink, Krieger to the outside, Dark to the outside. So 5 cars on the inside. Oh, sorry, 5 cars on the inside, 3 to the outside, and it looks like Dark's gonna stay actually on the inside. So 2 cars will be starting on the outside. Oh boy. Oh no, Dark will go back up. You got to choose lane, buddy. Second time he's done this. So Coma and Pink, your front row. TCT and Krieger right behind as the pace car heads in the pit lane. We'll restart with 7 laps to go. Will this be the last time we go through the restart zone? We're back underway at Homestead, Miami. The 2 Red Bull cars pushing each other on the inside. And no team relation there, just sponsor relation. Pink pushing Coma up the racetrack through turn 1. Pulled it through out of turn 2. Oh, a little bit of contact, TCT. And then as Pink on the bottom is going to move Coma up and out of the way side by side as they go out of turn number 4. I think Coma's going to have the advantage, but they're neck and neck across the line. 6 laps to go. This time Coma's going to be on the outside. He can get the advantage. He can get the run out of the corner, but he's got to play it smart. This is not Rockingham. You're not all alone. You got all these cars behind you, and you're battling with a car about just as fast. Vento giving a big push to Pink down into turn 3 as they go 3 wide right behind Pink. TCT on the inside, Coma all the way up top, Avento in the middle. 5 laps to go, Coma on the outside, Pink on the inside with help from Avento. TCT up to maybe help that 48, or will he look in the middle? Avento down low, pushing Pink up the racetrack. Here comes TCT with an entry on the inside as he squeeze up out of the corner. 4 wide for the lead as they go down the back straightaway. Avento still 4 wide. Pink's gonna get dropped back on the outside. TCT on the inside, Coma on the outside. Avento in the middle, 4 laps to go. Avento just barely up front. Coma still holding that outside. Remember, he's winning to tie Nanner's record for 6 wins in a row. TCT takes the lead as Coma gets shuffled out to the back. He goes all the way down low. He does not want to give that inside to anyone else, but Avento dancing around the racetrack. He looks slow. TCT on the apron, dart to the back bumper of the 8. As Avento gets a run on the inside, pushes TCT up. Here comes the 11 on the inside. Yummy right behind as they collect each other out of turn 4. Big cluster across the line. 3 laps to go. Avento still looking to try to block the inside. Everyone going a little bit wide. Coma able to get some spots back on the inside this time. Dark trying to take the lead on the inside. As they're 4 wide in the rear of the pack. Avento down low, blocking the 11. Oh, big shove from Krieger. He got help a little bit from his behind as here comes Pink back up front. But Avento's starting to pull away. 2 laps to go here at Homestead. Can the rest of the field catch up to Avento, who is not in 5th, by the way? TCT looking to the inside of the 48. The 2 Red Bull cars, 2 and 3 on the leaderboard. But Avento might have this one his if they can make it just through 2 more corners and a straightaway. Yummy moving the 98 up, couldn't get it done there. Avento, 1 straightaway to go, no caution. This race is finalized. 1 lap to go here at Homestead, Miami. Avento up front with 0.3 of a second of a lead as Yummy and TCT and Coma try to battle for 2nd place. Yummy with the run on the inside. Can't get it done there. TCT down the block. Yummy up to give to give Coma a little bit of a shove. TCT looking down low. Avento taking the defensive lane. And with that said and done, Avento coming out of turn 4 is going to win the final race of the season here at Homestead. What a finish! TCT with the 2nd place as everyone coming across into turn 1 and wrecking. Coma will not go 6 in a row. Whew. Pretty chaotic there at the end, man. Whew. Vento looking through the road course here at Homestead. Oh, did he get caught? Vento is stuck. Oh, Vento. There he goes. He'll get it all. He'll get it unstuck there. Vento coming back to the front straightaway to burn it down here at Homestead. The driver that just missed out on the playoffs will win the last race of the season. Will Coma be doing burnouts on the front? Nah. And there it goes. Avento burning it down here at Homestead. Saw him up front a few times, so the win, not Mickey at all. Burn it down. Vento, burn it down. Como will also join Evento as he won the championship about 3 weeks ago. Had this thing already locked up, was just going trophy hunting. They'll still burn it down here at Homestead, winning the championship. Evento as well with the race win. See if I can get a better angle on this. Here we go. Oh, the cars hit each other as they do their burnouts. So still burning it down here at Homestead. Is there no victory lane here? Oh, there isn't. All right. Oh, it's Mobile X. That's what the sponsor was.
Hell yeah.
Evento winning the final race of the season. How does it feel?
It is amazing. Being fast. I guess I was very fast on this track. So I thought I was like getting major setbacks because of the last restart. Even though I was very lucky with that caution. Because we were like 4 wide at some point, 3 wide. And then caution came out. We all took tires. Had some little shenanigans on the pits with Yummy Mountain on
Yeah.
Shinty, which gave me the Shinty spot. Took the inside, everyone was shuffling. I was on the inside of TCT. TCT comes under, and I almost puts him into a wall. Managed to save it. And then I was thinking of using the best line that was the high line, but I was so scared of someone just sanding the hell on the inside. So I went like, you know what, just use the inside line and see what happens.
We saw a lot of people using the bumper. Do you think sending was a problem throughout tonight, or was it pretty tame throughout the field?
It was kind of a problem, not like the worst problem that we had today. Some people just had the ability to know when to brake if the other car is going to brake. I don't know if some drivers here know, but the more cars that you have ahead in that single line, the earlier they're gonna brake. And some of them don't know that, and just so we're like only 1 car behind. And even though they tried to brake early, they didn't brake earlier enough. But I've seen drivers, including me, using the bump to move people out of the way, which is fine. I accept that. I like that, but just not even trying to make the corner, putting people to the wall or close enough. It's just not the best way to overtake someone.
Bento, anything else to add on to tonight?
Vamkarai.
All right, thank you, Evento. Congratulations on the win. Let's get second place. First start in AIRL. TCT, where are you at?
I'm at my pit box over here.
Right. No garage areas, unfortunately.
Are you at the
There it
garage
is.
area?
Yeah, all right, TCT. Second place in the first start. Not too bad. How was your experience in AIRL today?
It was fun. No, I wasn't expecting that last caution there. Real hard racing. Just my whole goal was just trying to stay up front and hope to God my PC just would not freeze for 10 seconds like it has been doing all race. But honestly, second place is really good. I won the truck race last week. Not last week. I mean yesterday. Sorry. I was really not expecting to do this well at the start of, I guess, this career. But yeah, no, it was fun time. If I had given like 1 more lap, I'd probably be able to catch him. I was gaining on him. Really wish I just didn't choke that last restart. I mean, I was behind him, and then I got too low below the apron, and he just got away from me.
Yeah, I think it's
But
true a little bit on that last restart. It was pretty chaotic. What was going through in your head through that last little couple of laps?
right when it came out, I was thinking, thank God, I can pit, get tires, and leave. We went down pit road, got 4, came out 4th, and then for the choose cone, I saw the top 2 and 3 went high, and then I went low, right behind Evento. And now I'm thinking, okay, I just gas it through, stay right here, get behind him, pass him on the last lap, easy. We started. I went below the apron. The 19, I think the 19 was right next to me. I don't know. Whoever was in like the top 2 or 3, they passed me. And then that whole time, I was able to get back to second. I'm just doing the best I Coma. Oh, Coma was. Oh, Coma was also. I think he was also helping me there because I think we both run Red Bull on the car,
Okay.
but
no team relation, just sponsor relation.
Actually, speaking about that, Coma is looking to sign me up for next season for D1, but I still gotta do tryouts, so we'll see how good I do there.
I mean, you did pretty well tonight. Second place was up front a lot of the day. Looks like you just had a little bit of lag issues throughout a couple parts of the race, but overall, I'd say pretty good performance for first time start in D1. So.
Oh yeah.
We'll see if
give me some time and I'll be up front. My best strat is super speedways, so let's hope I do good there.
Yeah, super speedway is always a gamble for some drivers. All right, TCT. Anything else to add on to tonight?
Well, I'll be running a Toyota next season, so not Chevy. But yeah, great race. Everyone was competitive, especially that 23 car. He was a little emotional competitive, but yeah. No, other than that, it was it was a ride. Let's just put it there. But no, all these people are great, and I'm happy to have this opportunity to race over here. Other leagues just haven't been there for me, so let's hope this one gives me something better than what I've been dealing with.
All right. Well, congrats again on second place, TCT.
Thank you.
To the peanut gallery. Let's get our season champion up here. Coma in the 48. I'm guessing you're at your pit box. Yeah, Vento dancing. Probably a happy team owner. Not able to go 6 in a row, but still a pretty decent overall finish to the season, I'd say.
Sure.
I mean, you won like a lot of. Come on, you won 5 in a row. I mean, that's no.
It's not enough.
Not
enough. I had it in the bag even after that restart. I am heavily considering my previous decision about grandfathering in Pink to the team after that performance. I mean, credit where it's due. He's fast, and when I pulled away, he was the only one that also pulled away. So I mean, the credit is due. But Krieger was talking to me earlier about wanting to prove himself for my team, and I told him that you can be fast, anyone could be a hot lapper, but you've also got to do it cleanly, right? And Pink didn't show that today. In the first incident that I can recall, that was big. It's just a big problem he has with wreck avoidance. I mean, it happened in Jackal, both in the tryout and then also in the Charlotte race. And then it also happened here. I had the car saved after that little incident on the front stretch. I can't remember what it was, but I had it saved. I mean, I would have been a little bit far back, but it's fine. And Pink comes out of nowhere and swipes me and puts me like 3 seconds back. And then on coming to the restart, I dove it in harder than I ever did out of 3 the entire race, and he still somehow moved me out of the way, and then denied going deep, and then either the corner or the lap after somehow punted 4 cars up at one time, which is genuinely impressive. So we'll have to see how preseason testing goes. Obviously, everyone still has to go through tryouts, so we'll see what happens with that. Congrats to Evento. I mean, pretty good race for the team. We had double row lockup in the beginning. Most of us were running pretty tight together. Dark, pretty good debut. TCT as well. Really good to see him come into his own. He was starting to struggle a little bit in the beginning. He was thinking about disconnecting or parking because of his lag, but I said, it's early. It's the last race of the season. Just keep it going. So I'm glad he did. He got the finish that he wanted. Sucks. Basically, everyone was against me this race, which fair. I've been the guy win. No one wants to see the guy win more. And then I was also I was being a pretty big dick throughout the race. But it's last race of the season. Might as well get it all out, right?
Right.
But I mean, I assume from a spectator perspective, it was a damn good race. I mean, we had big field, pack racing. I mean, it was great. Driver, however, everyone was. This was very much Genty hate night in the VC. I don't know how much you heard from driver cams.
Krieger went off, but.
Oh yeah, Krieger went off. I went off on multiple people, including Yummy. Yummy just had dementia halfway through on one of the incidents. Unforced error just completely kills Krieger, and then I'm just behind him, and he goes coma. I'm like, bitch, me?
We saw that. We heard that one.
Yeah, so I don't know. Everyone kind of losing a bit of brain cells tonight, but overall, I think a solid, chaotic finish to a solid season. Wish I could have been on track. I would have been on track for Daytona, even though that would have been fucking hard to get it back at that track. But overall, can't complain. I did what I came here to do throughout. Once I decided to put my mind towards the chase, I basically locked it up as soon as I won that first race in New Hampshire, and just kept on going. But unfortunately, couldn't close it out. But yeah, congrats to Evento, and good send off to season 4.
And since Evento said it so nicely, let's get for the final interview Krieger up here. We heard it from him a couple times in between the race during those red flags. But Krieger, where are you?
Pit stall.
Oh, you're all the way up front then. All right, Krieger. So we heard there was a little bit of a Genty hate night coming from the voice chat. Maybe going to give the viewers a little bit of context to that.
So I had one of the biggest crash outs at Genty, but also when I heard that Josh Berry wrecked in the race, I started both emotions came out at the same time between Barry wrecking and then Genty being the reason why the whole field gets almost screwed over. So there was a bit of screaming going on. I will say that. But I think almost everyone. Actually, no. I can say TCT and probably Dark didn't say much about Genty, but I feel about everyone else said something else about Genty.
Oh man. I mean, he was up front, but so all right, so let's go talk about that last restart there with under 10 to go. What was take us through your whole thing from it?
I kind of wasn't fully paying attention and got stuck on the outside with Pink. So I was like, well, I'm gonna see if I can make it work with him to push. He managed to pull off the restart, and then I got stuck to the outside with 3 other people on my inside, and then everyone went for the lead. It was 4 wide, 5 wide, and I was like, oh, this is good, but I'm not gonna be able to make a pass on it. Sadly, I wasn't able to make a huge run when I had it because Genty, out of all people, comes out of nowhere, sends me, and I'm in the wall. Because I was going to try and use the outside, dive down, make a runoff, and make a pass because everyone got clumped up on the inside. And then, sadly, got caught up with everyone. Couldn't make a move. But on the final lap when we were crossing the line, I almost was able to make a pass on Yummy, in a 3-wide finish. But other than that, I was happy Evento won. Me and Evento were working together a little bit earlier on in the race when everyone pulled away. I will say I was expecting me to do terrible this race and not be near the front, but I actually ran good for once.
You got the pole.
That surprised me a lot.
I was surprised to see Pink at the rear, but Krieger, anything else to add on to tonight, final race of the season?
Also, I'm not for sure if it's sure. Like, I don't know if it's set in stone yet, but Genty might be receiving a C license after this.
Ooh.
Yeah.
All right, well, that'll be up to Alpha. Well, thank you, Krieger. We'll put you back down into the booth. I see that 2 people still have their hands up, but my voice is gone, so you guys are gonna have to either just leave or cry. But that'll wrap it up here at Homestead. What a finish for season number 4 here at AIRL. Thank you all for watching throughout the season. We know we picked up coverage a little bit late into the season, but, you know, better late than never. Thank you all for watching throughout season 4. Thank you all for watching Rack as well. We'll be back as soon as we can. Rack coming up in a couple of weeks, I'm pretty sure. And then there's something special that might be happening. We'll see. So that'll wrap it up from here at Homestead. I've been T-Man. Hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. If you leave a comment, that's boosts engagement. Get ready for the highlights coming up, hopefully, within the week. We'll see if Beard can do those again. And that will wrap it up for me. Have a good night, everybody, and we'll see you later. We might have some test races, but streams are going to get a little bit sparse throughout now, the next month or two. So we'll see you guys whenever we do.